Hey, what's going on, Facebook? Wanted to come up here and real quick because I've been getting a lot of questions of how we have set up family bank, how our planner has set up our family bank, how we were able to secure $27 million into our family bank. But I'm gonna do a little presentation real quick right now. Um, in the next couple of weeks, we're going to have our designer. He's been doing this since the 1980s. He's going to come on board, and we're going to have a conference with him. He's going to come live for a group of about 10 to 20 people. I want to keep the group small and private. It is a private invitation only. We will be able to ask him any questions you do want to ask him. And then also, if you're interested, let me know so I could send you the links of the full presentation with visual. Okay, so let's start now real quick.
Talk about the family bank strategy and what it is. How many of you have had the opportunity to see Ed Slott present on, say, PBS, on public broadcast? He is recognized all over the country as the nation's leading expert in IRAs. And in 2014, he presented a program that I happened to tune into and found it very interesting. Now, first of all, Ed is very animated, a lot more than I am. Those of you that have seen him know what I'm talking about. He is pretty excited. And he made this bold statement. He said, if I could show you a way your family could be guaranteed to inherit your estate value today. So the value is today. And they could inherit it tax-free, regardless of what happens to those investments due to market conditions in the future, regardless of interest rates, regardless of how much you spend. Would you be interested? So if I could show you a way that you could give what you have to your family today without any loss, without any shrinkage of it, would you be interested? And then, of course, in his exuberant way, he goes, who wouldn't want that? Right? That's Ed Slott. Well, I've added a little bit to his quote. If I could show you how to grow your safe money free from taxes, without any market risk, earning on average 5 to 8%, taking when you want tax-free distributions, would you be interested? And let me add Ed Slott's exuberance. Who wouldn't want that? Well, I got to thinking about this after Ed's broadcast, and I got to thinking about, well, what if I could create my own family bank? If I could just think up something, be creative, be a creative genius, and create my own family bank, what qualities would I want in my family bank? So I came up with the first quality, of course, that I would want in my family bank would be tax-deferred growth. Because as you're paying taxes along the way, as you're growing an asset, it's being whittled away and less productive. And so you're not able to compound as much as you're paying taxes along the way. So I want it to be tax-deferred as it's growing. But then, when I take the money out, I want it to be tax-free. So if I've got any gain, I want to be able to access it tax-free. I want it also to be self-fulfilling. So let's just say in my family bank, I want to create an account of $2 million. Well, what if I die the day after I start my family bank? I wouldn't have had enough time to put in the $2 million. So I'd like my bank to be self-fulfilling so that the $2 million would be there so that I can to my family.
I'm gonna put a quick pause on there. That is a very key point there. My family bank is self-fulfilling $27 million. Again, $27 million. Okay, this gentleman speaking right now has been doing this for the biggest world's industry since the 1980s. You gotta play with the big boys. You need to hang around the big boys. Back again.
Even though I didn't have enough time to create the 2 million, I want to be able to do that. And if I'm under 65, I want to fund it. I want it to be funded on my behalf if I became disabled. The fifth quality of my family bank would be steady, consistent, upside-only growth. Somewhere between 5 and 8%. I don't want to swing for the fences, no home runs. Just single after single. I want some consistency each and every year. Make sure that any gains that I have in my family bank, once they are attained, I want them to be locked in and never lost due to market downturns. Also in my family bank, I want to be able to access my money, to borrow the money personally without any interest. Wouldn't that be nice? And without any payment schedule. And I would also like paying a loan back that I take out of my family bank optional. And I don't want it to affect my credit score. I want to be able to take out loans whenever I want to, without any qualification or time delays, with no one telling me, no, you can't have it. So, if I want to buy a car, I buy a car. If I want to buy a boat, I buy a boat. Make a down payment on a home, acquire real estate, pay for education for my children and my grandchildren, to cover the medical and emergency expenses, and even generate sizable retirement income for me and my family. I also want to be able to lend money to my family members at rates that I designate. Now, I could even lend money to my family members, to my kids, and my grandkids, and my nieces and nephews, without any interest if I decide to. But if I want to have them pay some interest, I'm the one that makes the determination of what it is, not the bank, not the other institution. I also want to be able to forgive those loans if I decide to. I want my bank to be customer friendly with no debt collectors ever calling. I want to be able to transfer my bank to my spouse, to my children, my grandchildren, or my favorite charity without taxation on the gains that I've had in my family bank. And I want to do this without any expense of probate. I want it to be creditor proof, so that if someone comes and sues me, they can't get at it. This isn't my little bank, my little family bank. I don't want anybody, any creditors or predators to grab it. Now, IRAs require distributions, correct? It's 70 and a half. Well, I want my bank's distribution to be determined by me, not by the government. I want to be able to take it out when I want, not somebody telling me when I have to take it out. And I also don't want them to tell me how much to take out. Because of an required distribution, they tell you how much to take out, correct? Well, I also want it to be backed by some of the strongest financial institutions in the world. Companies that are over 100 years old. I want it to carry my personal family name, so I want it to be called the Phillips Family Bank. And most importantly, I want my bank to be safe from scammers like Bernie Madoff and other Ponzi criminals. So those are my 17 qualities. I'm sure I could have figured out a few more, but 17, I was exhausted after 17. Now, my question is, if you could have a family bank like that, would you want that? Or let me ask another way. Who wouldn't want that? Who wouldn't want a family bank like that? Well,
So we're gonna end the call there. We still have another 50 minutes on the call. If you're interested to get the rest of the call, send me a DM, and we'll go for it. Because like I said, who wouldn't want to have a family bank like that, right? Isn't that the end goal that we're striving to move for? At least in my In my perspective, it is. That's what I've been working so hard, so dedicatedly for the last 20 some years. Moving in that direction. Those steps to do that. Cause that attaining that is true party creditor. After you become a I keep saying that is just the foundation of you to build to the sky, build your empire on a solid foundation. Okay? Does that make sense? Does that make sense now? I hope it's starting to make sense with you guys. I hope it's starting to click to you guys. The bigger vision, the bigger goal, the bigger things that you guys should be shooting for as you move as private bankers. Or you just want to still be a secure party and now move as a banker. You know what I mean? Like there's so many hats. There is so many ways for us to move. But we get locked in by our perspective and our ego. But like I said, we are gonna have this gentleman that's been doing this since the 1980s. He's on board. He's on my team. He did my policy that secured $27 million. Back in September before this market happened, all this crashes, hasn't even skipped a beat. Still producing. You know, we're gonna have a Zoom call where he's gonna come out, give his explanation. He's gonna give his presentation. It is a special invite by small donation. What comes with it? You're gonna be able to get the full audio, the Howard video that you guys are just hearing. You're also gonna be able to come on the Zoom call and ask him any questions, and then you're gonna have a private, individually scheduled call with him to see how he could structure you your own personal family bank. Because sometimes at the end of the day, you could be carrying saying, hey, we don't care that you have $27 million. How is this going to help me? While now you're going to have the gentleman be able to structure you a unique and personal family bank. It could be a whole lot higher than $27 million. It could be a whole lot higher. But you're going to have the opportunity to have your own private show with him, how they could do it for you. If you guys are interested, want more, well, just all you have to do is like. If you guys haven't shared our YouTube channel, go up to our YouTube channel and like it. And then I will work on that. Like I said, I'm trying to do this hopefully in the next couple of weeks, in the next couple of days, maybe a week, because market is going to get worse. Right now, the market's going to get worse. They're trying to stimulate the market with this stimulus checks. People are getting them. Hopefully, you're one of them. You're getting them, and you're using it for something wise. Invest in gold, silver, crypto.